camera here a little bit. Hope all is well. I'm bringing you the fishing report. It's the 2nd of February of 2024. It's going to be a fairly short report, but I wanted to get it in. Last week I did fish late and I wasn't able to put anything together. But just to give you a breakdown of what's going on, the entire month of January was pretty slow fishing off Miami for the most part, with a couple of good days here and there. But for the most part, it was pretty slow, which is not unusual for January. Not crazy, a few sailfish, some kings, stuff like that. So that was pretty much it. So far this week, the fishing has improved a little bit. There's some nice kings around. If you go way offshore for swordfish, there's been a couple nice swordfish caught. And as you get closer to the reef, there's a few sails around, no big numbers, even though last couple of days they've been catching them really good, like off Palm Beach and up north. And we're hoping those fish start to move down with the colder weather. So we need a couple more good, strong fronts to push those fish down, and it should pick up. There's also been, for those of you that like shark fishing, a lot of big sharks coming into the area. Hammerheads, tigers. There was a report of a big great white caught the other day. So there's plenty of sharks. We got the usual bull sharks and sandbar sharks. So all that's good. For those of you that like the inshore, there's more and more tarpon showing up. Normally this time of year, right around the boat show, like middle of this month, we'll start to see more fish around the government cut area and around the bridges, around the beaches, Bear Cut, Miami Beach, all the major bridges will start holding tarpon in more numbers. The shrimp have been running, especially around the full moon and on days with strong winds. There have been some pretty good nights of shrimp pouring through, and that's also a good way to stimulate the tarpon bite. Let me see what else. Bait fishing has been spotty to slow. We've been out a few times bait fishing. We're finding very few pilchards. Sometimes we'll get lucky. We'll find some in the morning and net a few. Other days they're totally impossible to find. So that's been very hit or miss. Last night we went goggle eye fishing. We probably caught about 20 dozen, which is not bad, but they did bite late. We caught them as the moon was starting to rise, right before it rose, and then the bite shut off. But we had about a good 2 hours. The first 2 or 3 hours were real slow. We're just picking at them, and then the last couple of hours they bit pretty good, and we were able to put a decent catch together, make it worthwhile. We're hoping that, like I said, more sailfish will come down and we could start putting up the kites and catching more sails. Hopefully some bigger kings. As we get closer to spring, the fishing should start picking up. Well, that's pretty much it for now. If you guys have any questions or ideas for future fishing reports, drop them here and I'll be sure to take a look at them. Guys, have a great weekend. Tight lines.